Hey guys, it's Brandon here, and on today's video, I'm going to take you into North Beach Towers. Now guys, we're going to check out a stunning 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom ocean view condo that overlooks all the gorgeous amenities. It is beautiful both inside and out and has one of the largest balconies I have been on. And as you probably know, the balcony is the money maker that you need. Well, this one is gigantic, over 300 square feet. Now, I'm going to hop into gross rental income, operating expenses, profit and loss. We're going to do a full profit and loss statement. We are also going to hop into appreciation. The numbers are absolutely stunning on these larger oceanfront condos, guys. We're talking over $500,000 for a 10-year hold. A 10-year hold period, over $52,000 a year these units are making. It's nuts. We're going to hop into your depreciation, just how much you can write off on this property after you purchase it. And then also we're going to look at variance. We're going to look at what other units are doing right here in this market. Now guys, you got to watch the video until the end because I don't want you to make a poor investment for your first investment. I don't want you to be stifled. I don't want you to get set back. I don't want you to think that oceanfront condos don't work. They work, and lots of people make money, whether it's Gosha Cook, who owns 15 Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos out of her 24 properties, or perhaps Matt Freeze, who owns 11 Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos, or even Rufia Nigro, who owns 27 Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos. And by the way, she lives in Florida, not here. That's over $10 million worth of Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos. Now, these investors don't own these oceanfront condos because they do not turn a profit. They own them because they're very profitable. And if you know what you're doing, you can make a considerable and build a considerable amount of wealth. So watch the video through to the end so that you don't make the amateur mistakes that many amateur investors, the pitfalls that they fall into. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to get stifled. I don't want you to get held back. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I want you to be happy and excited that you made an oceanfront condo investment and that you opened that new chapter for your life. Now, please, for me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoy this content, please keep me going. Drop me comments. Let me know your questions and pick up the phone and give me a call. No matter if you're 1 month out, 2 years out, 6 months out, you're thinking about it, you want to do it, get in contact with me. Let's work through your hurdles. Let's work through some of the pitfalls you got. Let's get some of your questions answered and drop me comments. I'll do my best to respond to as many comments as I can myself to ensure that you're getting the answers that you're looking for and that you need. So I don't want to hold us up. We got a lot of stuff to cover in this video. This place is gigantic. The amenities are absolutely nuts. When you see the water bar that they have a tiki bar in the pool. Literally, people are swimming up and getting drinks. It's nuts. I don't want to hold us up. You're going to see it all in the video. Let's get into the video now. You'd like to invest in an oceanfront condo at a beach resort. I'd like to show you how they make profit and break down all their expenses so you understand how they operate, how they appreciate over time, and how to choose the right property manager for your goals. I'd also like to let you know what your HOA includes, how the location best services the tourist booking your unit, how your tourist can navigate the area to the best attractions, restaurants, and local events. I'd like to give you a market report on the resort that you're checking out today so that you make savvy investment decisions. And if you stay tuned until the end, I'll show you my top picks for the units that have appreciated the most in our market or generated the most gross rental income. So no matter if you're a first-time investor, a seasoned professional transitioning into the real estate game, or simply a casual investor who wants to buy an oceanfront condo to rent out while you're not using it for vacation. Whether you've got 15% to pay down because you're financing or you're a cash buyer, if it's an oceanfront condo you're after, you'll be better because I'm aiming to give you a 10 times return on your time for watching this video to the end. Let's get in unit 1702 right here at North Beach Towers. Now, as soon as you walk in, guys, you notice some absolutely stunning artwork. The flooring is beautiful, but look at that nice, wide, expansive entryway. That's what I'm talking about. Now, as soon as you come in, immediately to the left, we have the kitchen. You'll notice straight ahead, there's the dining room and the living room. And then to our right, we have our first bedroom. We're going to start with our first bedroom. We do have a flat screen TV. We do have double beds, as you can see here. Fan with light fixture. Let's get into Nice, good full-size closet. And your own restroom, of course, vanity. Pretty cool. Check this out. That's tile. Absolutely. Got a tub shower combo here, as you can see, and it's very, very spacious. Now, directly across the way, we do have the kitchen. You will notice stainless steel dishwasher, sink, stove, microwave, refrigerator. Yes, there's some nice natural light this way. Got some cabinetry, but it is a very full kitchen. Thanksgivings and Christmases will not be challenging nor difficult right here. This is your owner's closet here. You definitely want one of those. This is where your HVAC system is and your water heater, stuff like that. All right, now we're in the dining room. As you can see, tray ceiling, absolutely stunning. There is a bar here, just enough of a bar for breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have some more rooms over this way I want to show you. Immediately to our right, we have the laundry room, as you can see here. We have our restroom, and we have another bedroom. As you can see here, again, that gorgeous flooring extending throughout. Nice, nice lighting. Of course, that natural light. You do have a closet here in the corner, as you can see. This is kind of Jack and Jillish, taking you right into that bathroom that we were just taking a look at. I'll bring you in this way, guys. As you can see here, vanity. You got a tub shower combo right here. Of course, that cool tile. And we're back at it. Now, this is the dining room from the other vantage point. Very cool light. Now, we're kind of halfway through the unit. We have our master to the right. We have more to the left. Let's go this way. All right. Double beds. Absolutely stunning. Great closet, as you can see. Flat screen TV. The balcony is absolutely stunning. I don't want to take you out there just yet, so I'm not going to do it. It is ridiculously gigantic and a massive moneymaker. I can't wait for you to see this. The largest balcony I've ever seen. All right, there's your own on-site, in-suite restroom, tub shower combo, as you can see. Let's get over into the master. Now, again, gorgeous flooring. Oh, I enjoy it so much. Behind this door is the closet. As you can see, it is not small by any means. Yes, you could pretty much make it a whole another room. Now, we have dual vanities, as you can see here. Recessed lighting, your own nice tile shower. Absolutely stunning. Of course, a nice jacuzzi jet tub surrounded by mirrors, just in case you wanted to check yourself out. Wow, you're getting in the bathtub. Anyways, check this out, guys. Absolutely stunning. It's the moneymaker. Why is it the moneymaker? Because those pillows are right there at that ocean. That balcony is just outside these doors. I can't take you out there just yet. It's going to be great when I get you out there. We'll save that for just a minute. All right, guys, completely expansive and massive living room. Absolutely. Very tall ceilings, well decorated, very tasteful, nice, gorgeous flat screen TV, plenty of seating. Now, let's get out your moneymaker. This is what you've been waiting on. Guys, take a look at that. Yes. Look at that sand and ocean. Look at that. Now, let's give it a little bit of perspective. That's the master I was just in. You have your living room next. Those are the doors there. And then the other bedroom on the other side. This balcony is well over 300 square feet. It is by far the largest balcony I have ever been on for a Myrtle Beach oceanfront condo. And that right there is oceanfront demand. Those are people that are renting Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos right here in our market. And these are people renting Myrtle Beach Oceanfront Condos right here at North Beach Tower. Now, I'm going to take you in the living room on the way out. I want you to see it from the other vantage point. Guys, it is absolutely stunning. This is a ridiculous moneymaker in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Just wait until you see those numbers. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can enjoy and increase the passive income of your oceanfront condo through the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit the #2 vacation destination on the East Coast each year. Not only can you enjoy the equity paid for by visiting tourists, but you can also anticipate the over 100% appreciation experience at many of the oceanfront resorts in our market during the recent decade. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can depreciate them, reducing your overall tax burden, keeping more money for you and your loved ones, and ensuring unnecessary taxes aren't paid. Now, guys, really quick, I wanted to point out, you'll notice these security cameras all over the place. They're everywhere. So you're very, very safe. And this is storage for the unit. This is an 8-foot deep storage. I can't get you inside of here, but you can see how all of the units here have some amazing storage right here on the floor. Now, something else that is phenomenal about North Beach Towers, as you'll see in just a minute, you have elevators right here that take you right down to the parking deck. So this is an option for you. If it's pouring rain, you just drive into the parking deck, come right here, come straight up, and you don't have to deal with all the rain, all the hassle. Yeah, that's a pretty cool view, right? Not bad. All right, so let's get ready to do some walking, guys. I'm coming off the elevator here. This is where you drive up, you park. This is 15-minute parking where you're unloading all your luggage. There's another one on the other side, as you can see here. Now, guys, I just want to show you very quickly that they do shuttle you as a guest here, which is absolutely phenomenal, coming right off the on-site amenities. In this video, I've shown you the resort, explained the property, and given you a walkthrough of the property. But next, I'll cover the accommodations and amenities offered by the resort and give you a walkthrough of the amenities so you can see why tourists choose oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Then I'll discuss on-site versus off-site management so that you learn how to maximize profitability on your unit and avoid the pitfalls other investors have made. Then I'll cover what your HOA fee pays for, how your resort's location creates a convenience for tourists that keeps them coming back for our attractions, restaurants, and local events, and also how your tourists can navigate the area. Next, I'll discuss how this resort has appreciated, average occupancy rates, and average gross rental income based on unit bedroom count for our market. And I'll share a really big secret I learned from a former client that was featured in Forbes magazine on how to increase your occupancy rates. After that, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. And then this is the entrance to the on-site amenities, which you do not want to miss. What's up, man? All right, guys. Get ready. It's going to be a little bit of a stroll. It's going to be a long walk. There's a lot to see. And as you can see here, you've got your own rentable set up right here for your guests. You and your family can come. We're in a tent. They've got another little shelter here. As you can see, we've got live music. You got a tiki bar. Let's just stop here for a second, guys. As you can see, people are swimming up and getting a drink. Lots of fun. Hot tubs, lifeguards, you name it, it's here. And that's the main attraction that lots of people are here for. More pools this way. More pools this way. Plenty of space to set out. And of course, you can see, guys, here, cabanas set up for you to rent that are reserved. Now there's another pool in another section over this way. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, man? It's a pool here to the left. Again, plenty of seating to lay out and enjoy the sun. Again, more seating over here, as you can see. Another pool with a kiddie slide, which is a ton of fun, especially if you have little ones. You've got another small little kiddie pool here. And then over this way, to the left, there's another pool over that way. I'm going to show you real quick, and then I'm going to take you inside. So as you can see, you got another pool here. And I don't want you to miss this, guys. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Now let's get indoors and check out the pools that are inside. Pool to the left, as you can see here. Lazy river with all kinds of life-size checkers and games. Cool little bridge with a sign that says you can't jump from it. You've got games for the kids, as you can see here. Life-size chess. I mean, absolutely tons of fun. Games, games, games. There's your on-site beach access. Let's get to the beach. Let's get to the beach and check out the beach access. Beach access is going to be straight and to the left up here. It should be. All right. Our beach access is this way. So not only do you have all of the on-site fun, but you got beach access, you got great lifeguards, keeping everybody safe. Showers when you're coming off from the sand. You're coming off the beach. That's the indoor place we just were with the lazy river. And then to your right is your beach access with showers. And look at all these umbrellas, guys. That's oceanfront condo demand at its finest. This takes you right out onto the sand. Again, look at all of that oceanfront condo demand. Look at that way down there. Now, on-site versus off-site property management, very simply, guys, you always want to self-manage. You do not want to hand your profits over to a property management company. Plus, if you're serious about building a robust portfolio, well, guys, guess what? You taking the helm and doing this the first year or two is going to provide you with the experience that you need in order to better understand your investment and your money. So that way, when you do hand it off to a property manager, you'll know what to look for if they're doing a good job or not. Additionally, no one's going to manage your property like you are. And I will tell you, if you're thinking to yourself that you don't have time because you have a full-time job and you can't handle anything else, then you're wrong. You need to get focused. You need to get self-disciplined. You need to get serious with yourself about your future and your retirement. Now, here's the deal. Matt Freese owned 11 oceanfront condos, and he owns a mortgage brokerage. He's got a full-time day job and manages his oceanfront condos from his phone and his laptop. Gosha Cook owns 15 oceanfront condos, 2 commercial properties, and a long-term rental. Manages them. She leverages technology. She also owns a property management company and has 110 doors that she's responsible for. The point is that, very simply, lots of people are managing this type of rental right from their phone. They're syncing their calendar with their cleaning lady's calendar. And, she's going and cleaning that unit. They're handling guests through automated text messages and emails right there on the platform. It is not rocket science. You can completely run this from your phone and your laptop. And you can be out of state. Matt Freese is out of state. There are plenty of out-of-state investors that buy these condos and manage them all the time. Do I run into a lot of husband-wife couples that do this? Absolutely. If that's you, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. Where else can you go and find an oceanfront condo for as little as $100,000? If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront. All right, guys, we're getting into the fitness center on the 14th floor. As you can see here, it is no small fitness center. Absolutely stunning. Look at all the dumbbells, all of the equipment, as you can see. I mean, it pretty much, I wouldn't say it's like going to a Gold's Gym, but it's not pretty far off. I mean, you literally have everything that you could need, as you can see. And this is the exit on the other side. Now, guys, we're coming off the elevator on the 3rd floor. This is what links the 2 towers together. It's kind of that little in-between place. As you can see here, very cool restaurant. You can see here, not bad, not bad, not bad. Lots of cool, good food. And of course, a great place to sit and enjoy. Whatever you're doing, if you're serious about investing in Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos, then you have to watch the investor playlist, the must-see investor playlist on my channel. I've got interviews with Gosha Cook, with Matt Freese, with Rufia Nigro, with Mike McKenzie, with all kinds of successful investors in Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos, and there is a wealth of information on that playlist. So if you're savvy and you want to get educated real quick and in a hurry, watch the Investors playlist on the channel. All right, so let's talk about how the market's doing right here at North Beach Towers. Guys, in the last 6 months, nothing has sold. In the last 12 months, back in 2014, there was a sale for a 4-bedroom of $1,320,000. Now, the high list price is $1.549 million. Your average list price was $1,418,500. Now, guys, your peak season is April through September. That is when you're going to get the bulk of your guests. April through September, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Your peak of the peak is June, July, and August. If you're doing it well and right, according to Matt Freeze, an investor that owns 11 oceanfront condos, you should make enough money in those 3 months to cover all of your operating expenses for the entire year. It's that simple and that easy. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories. Now stay tuned, because coming up in the rest of the video, I'll cover what your HOA fee pays for, how your resort's location creates a convenience for tourists that keeps them coming back for our attractions, restaurants, and local events, and also how your tourists can navigate the area. Next, I'll discuss how this resort has appreciated, average occupancy rates, and average gross rental income based on unit bedroom count for our market. And I'll share a really big secret I learned from a former client that was featured in Forbes magazine on how to increase your occupancy rates. After that, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. All right, guys, so let's talk about what your HOA fee includes. That's electric in the common area, water and sewer, trash pickup, elevator service, pool service, landscape, lawn, insurance, manager, security, legal and accounting, primary antenna cable TV, common maintenance and repair, and internet access. It does not include electricity in the unit nor pest control, which you will see in the profit and loss statements that we'll cover. Now, guys, real quick, I want you to know that North Beach Towers is directly across from Barefoot Landing, which is one of the major tourist attractions right here in North Myrtle Beach. They have all kinds of restaurants and shops and a marina on the water, everything that your guests are looking for a good time. Here are the attractions that create the strongest draw for your guests. Now, Barefoot Landing in North Myrtle Beach is a vibrant waterfront destination that seamlessly blends shopping, dining, and entertainment. Now, set along the Intercoastal Waterway, this expansive complex features over 100 specialty shops and boutiques, offering everything from fashion and accessories to unique gifts and coastal treasures. Culinary enthusiasts can indulge in a diverse array of restaurants, including the upscale Greg Norman Australian Grill, the lively Lulu's Beach Arcade and Ropes Course, and the family-friendly Crooked Hammock Brewery, known for its craft beers and relaxed atmosphere. Entertainment options abound with venues like the Alabama Theater, showcasing musical performances, and the House of Blues, hosting concerts and events. Now, families can explore attractions like Alligator Adventure, one of the largest reptile facilities in the world, or enjoy seasonal events like Summerfest and holiday fireworks. Whether you're seeking a leisurely stroll, a shopping spree, or an evening of live entertainment, Barefoot Landing offers a memorable experience for visitors of all ages. Broadway at the Beach. It's another excellent tourist attraction. It's only 5 minutes away. Guys, it is 350 acres of fun. Let me tell you, fireworks shows and boat rides and Wonderworks and I mean, Wahlburgers and Dave & Buster's, and there's just so much to do. You don't want to miss it. They've got a new area out there where the Hangout is, another great little restaurant. They've got golf you can play. I mean, like little putt-putt golf. It's a lot of fun. Now, the Greg Rouse Legacy Theater is a premier entertainment venue that offers a unique and intimate live performance experience. Founded by acclaimed entertainer Greg Rouse, the theater showcases a variety of shows, including the popular Music and Memories series, which features a world-class cast and band performing beloved songs from past decades. Each performance is 100% live and changes nightly, ensuring a fresh experience for returning guests. The theater has been recognized as WMBF's Best Show of the Grand Strand in 2024, highlighting its commitment to quality entertainment. With a seating capacity of 800, the venue provides an intimate setting that fosters a sense of community and connection between performers and the audience. In addition to its diverse musical offerings, the theater honors military personnel and first responders with special discounts, and during the summer offers promotions such as 2 free child tickets with the purchase of an adult ticket. The Greg Rouse Legacy Theater stands as a testament to Rouse's dedication to creating memorable, family-friendly entertainment that resonates with audiences of all ages. Pirates Voyage. Now, guys, they are doing acrobatics. It's a red team and a blue team of pirates, and they are jumping in the water. They are playing with fire. They are getting all of the guests involved. It is a dinner show. And while you're having dinner and they're serving you great food, they're getting you involved in what they're doing. It is a lot of fun. Your kids, your family is going to enjoy it so much. You don't want to miss the Pirates Voyage. The Alabama Theater, nestled in North Myrtle Beach, Barefoot Landing, has been a premier entertainment venue since its inception in 1993 by the renowned country music band Alabama. Celebrated as the #1 live entertainment theater in the area, it offers a diverse array of performances that captivate audiences of all ages. From February through October, the theater showcases its signature variety show, Iconic, a dynamic production featuring a blend of country, pop, rock, and Broadway hits, complemented by state-of-the-art visuals and choreography. As the holiday season approaches, the venue transforms to present the South's grandest Christmas show, a festive extravaganza filled with traditional and contemporary holiday music, dance, and comedy. Throughout the year, the Alabama Theater also hosts an impressive lineup of guest artists, including notable names like Josh Turner, the Oak Ridge Boys, and Jay Leno, ensuring a memorable experience for every visitor. With its commitment to high-quality performances and family-friendly atmosphere, the Alabama Theater remains a must-visit destination for those seeking top-tier entertainment in the Grand Strand region. The House of Blues in North Myrtle Beach, located at Barefoot Landing, is a premier entertainment venue that combines live music, Southern-inspired cuisine, and vibrant atmosphere. Established in 1997, this 59,000-square-foot facility features a 2-level music hall with a standing capacity of 3,500 and seating for 500 people, hosting a variety of concerts and events throughout the year. Now, the venue includes a restaurant and a bar that offers signature dishes like voodoo shrimp and jambalaya, alongside craft cocktails and an extensive beer selection. Additional spaces, such as the deck, provide outdoor seating with live music and happy hour specials. With its unique blend of music, food, and art, the House of Blues offers an unforgettable experience for visitors and locals alike. Now, same thing goes for medieval times. It is a dinner show with knights, and they're fighting, and there's swords, and there's horses, and they are having a blast out there, getting you involved in that, in all that fun. Now, the Skywheel, a major Myrtle Beach landmark up the road. The Boardwalk and Promenade, another major landmark. Tanger Outlets. If you want to shop, that's where you want to go. Market Common. Now, Market Common is a city within a city. Guys, there's upscale shopping, White House Black Market, Southern Living. I mean, you name it, it's there. There's bookstores and movie theaters. They do all kinds of little festivals. Across the street is a $1.3 million playground called Savannah's Playground. You don't want to miss it. It's probably one of the most desirable places in our market to live. Now, Myrtle Beach International Airport, 15 minutes up the road. Let's get into golf. Dunes Golf and Beach Club. You got to go. It is luxury golf at its finest. You definitely want to check it out. It's right there oceanfront. Beautiful greens, an excellent place to play golf. Myrtlewood Golf Club, World Tour Golf Links, guys, is going to have holes from some of the best courses around the world. And of course, there's Top Golf. You do not want to miss Top Golf. Guys, there's individual lanes set up to go out, and it's a driving range. You have a blast. There's restaurants. They serve you food, friends, family. It's the kind of thing that you want to do. Get a group of your friends together and go out and hit that driving range. You won't regret it. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, only just a few minutes up the road. Stay tuned, because coming up in the rest of the video, I'll discuss how this resort has appreciated, average occupancy rates, and average gross rental income based on unit bedroom count for our market. And I'll share a really big secret I learned from a former client that was featured in Forbes magazine on how to increase your occupancy rates. After that, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Now, I am super excited to share with you the appreciation on these 4-bedroom units right here at the North Beach Towers. Guys, in 2014, you would have purchased the low condo, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, right here at North Beach Towers. We're talking $800,000 purchase price. You fast forward to 2024, that same purchase price is $1.32 million. Over a 10-year period, we're talking $520,000 in appreciation. That's $52,000 a year in appreciation. Man, that is an excellent place to put your money to watch it grow. Now, the old adage, buying low and selling high, holds true. If you time the market right, you buy low, buy an older, dated unit, you remodel it, you fix it up, you hold it, and you sell it when the market's up, you stand to pocket a ridiculous amount of appreciation on this real estate investment. Now, I know you're probably wondering what other units are doing here at the North Beach Towers, other 4-bedroom units. Well, guys, Unit 819 in 2023 made $107,365. Unit 402 in 2022 made $124,915.13. Unit 619 in 2022 made $136,1435. And then again, Unit 819 in 2024 cleared $103,157. Guys, your average gross rental income, just based off these numbers I pulled, was $117,863, and your variance, the highest minus the lowest, was as much as $32,857. Now, do I believe these units can make $150,000, $160,000 after a stellar remodel? Absolutely. There's no question if these units can generate that kind of income. I see it on other 4-bedroom condos at other 4-bedroom resorts that are not nearly as nice as this one. Now, what's the secret about concierge services? All right, guys, well, the point is to have concierge services. I once had a client that was featured in Forbes magazine. She had a unit over at the Sea Mist Resort. She made $33,000 with this unit. It did have a nice jacuzzi jet tub. She offered these packages to her clients, and it drove the gross rental income of the unit up. You know, basically bathrobes on the bed, rose petals, towel swans, chocolate, a gift for him, a gift for her, you know, vacation packages. You know, and you could do them themed, of course, you know, for people on their honeymoon and stuff like that. It's an excellent offering. You set up a direct booking website. They go right to your website. You have 3 packages, a 500, a 1,000, a 1,500, and they all include more things. And for the convenience of all of it being planned, in other words, you bought tickets, you contacted your cleaning lady, you gave her $100, and you had her go by, go and order all this stuff for you. Order tickets to Pirates Voyage for 2, dinner show. Order a gift, get a gift card to this restaurant here for 2. Get tickets to the country music festival. And all the little things, all the little different things that it'd be super simple and super easy that people want to go do in our market. Well, if you go ahead and take care of all of that, you've got it set up in a nice little envelope. It's sitting on the nightstand for them. It's on the counter as soon as they walk in. They've got a concierge experience, and they're going to have an excellent time on their vacation. And they're going to come back, and that's going to build repeat business year over year. And they didn't have to think about it. They didn't have to plan it. You send them an automated email. You signed up for package X. It includes this, 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 and this. We've already got your tickets. We got this. It's going to be on the nightstand for you, blah, 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 blah. Guys, it's simple and easy. And if you do 10 of those at $1,500, we're talking about an extra $15,000 at the end of the year in gross rental income. And all you did was set up a direct booking website, put a web page up, a landing page with 3 different packages, let them choose one, let them process their credit card right there online. You just offered it to them in addition to their rental when they signed up on Airbnb. You told your cleaning lady, hey, here's $100. Go and get all these things for me and leave them in the room for this guest. It's that simple and that easy, guys. Now stay tuned, because coming up in the rest of the video, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase, so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Now, do I buy this property as a second home, or do I buy it as an investment property? Well, guys, if you're going to use it, you might want to buy it as a second home. I'd say if you're going to use it 6 months out of the year, buy it as a second home. It's going to give you a cheaper interest rate, a lower down payment, but you can only rent it out 180 days out of the year. Now, if you're in the game to make money and you're not really going to use it, or you're going to use it just a few weekends or a few weeks out of the year, then you probably want to buy it as an investment property. It's going to be at least 20%, most likely 25% down. It's going to have a higher interest rate. The bank knows you're making money. They want to make money with you. And you can rent it out, 365 days a year. So you have no limits on renting it out. Now, if you buy it as a second home, it's got to be at least 75 miles from your primary residence. Additionally, you do have to occupy it at least 3 weeks out of the year. Now, remodeling your unit. Here's what investors do time and time again, guys. I see it all the time. I help investors do it. They use my contractors. It's so simple, it's so easy, and it applies to more than just oceanfront condos. It applies to real estate in general. People buy underperforming assets, properties, fix them up, and sell them. That's a fix and a flip. It's not rocket science. It's very logical. It's very simple. You buy a property that's ran down, you put some money into it, you sell it for more than you bought it for, and more than the remodel cost. It's the same principle that you're doing here, except for you're just renting it out first for a few years while you hold it, and then you turn around and sell it. Now, you always want to buy the underperforming asset with the ugly carpet, the horrible countertops, the one that's ran down and looks disgusting. You want to buy that one. You want to put some money into it. I won't say always. If you're using financing and you can find one that's remodeled, it's most likely a smarter move. But for the most part, the strategy is simple. You buy an underperforming asset, you remodel it, and then you rent it out. You design it with all the top-notch design touches of the top 5% Airbnb properties, that are on the market. You make sure that you're better than all the competition. An accent wall with a fireplace and a mantle, You got popping, contrasting colors that catch people's eyes and attention on Airbnb. It has a very modern and a very trendy look. Like, listen, there's a game that you've got to play when you're attracting guests and rentals. You can't make the property look like whatever your tastes are and expect it to perform like a top 5%. You're catering to the masses. You're catering to a specific demographic, a specific audience. And there are key elements, like you want to have desk in the room for the kids. You want to have a little game station. You know, you want to have a telescope by the balcony to drink wine and watch the stars. You want to advertise all that stuff in your listing. I mean, like, you want to have a coffee station for the mornings when they wake up. I mean, like, there's certain elements to this that really, really work, guys. And if you do it, you make great money. Yvonne, a client of mine, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. I can't stop talking about her. She bought an oceanfront condo for almost $600,000, a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom over at Ocean Reef. She remodeled it. She had it off the market for at least 2.5 months. When she bought the condo, it was making $104,400 in her first 12 months. Remember, she had it off the market for 2.5 months. So that means in less than 12 months, technically, 8.5 months, 9.5 months, whatever. Guess what? She made $140,000 in gross rental income and cleared $30,000 profit. She increased her gross rental income by $36,000 just her first year. She recouped the entire remodel plus some. Was it worth it to remodel the property? Absolutely. Is she already halfway there for a cash out refi? You better believe it. She's already improved the property. Now she's just got to wait a few years and let it appreciate and pull the money out of it, and she can go buy another one. Now, anyways, the point is, the remodels work, guys. The top-notch products perform. It gets you winter rentals during the winter months. It makes you stand out and take market share, and you can charge a whole lot more money for a much larger and nicer condo that is in high demand. It's that simple and that easy. 1031 like-kind exchange, a very, very hot topic and one that many investors are interested in. Yes, you can do them with oceanfront condos. A 1031 exchange, named after Section 1031 of the IRS code, allows real estate investors to defer paying capital gains taxes when they sell an investment property, as long as they reinvest the proceeds into a like-kind property of equal or greater value within a specific time frame. The key rules include identifying the replacement property within 45 days and closing on it within 180 days of the sale. Now, this strategy helps investors grow their portfolios more efficiently by deferring taxes and leveraging their equity. But it requires careful planning and the use of a qualified intermediary to handle the transaction. Guys, I have a qualified intermediary for you that I would like to introduce to you to help facilitate your 1031 like-kind exchange. It's that simple and that easy. If you're interested in purchasing properties and you're concerned about capital gains tax, this is a viable strategy that many investors use to build wealth. Get in contact with me. It's 843-360-1737, and I can help you with that 1031 like-kind exchange. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories. Now let's talk through low HOAs versus high HOAs. Let's talk through special assessments and kind of the correlation and how this all plays out. Now, people, first-time investors generally want a low HOA resort because they feel like it's less risk. I'm going to completely debunk that for you in just a minute. So I had a client ask me, well, how do I avoid getting hit with a bunch of special assessments? And she was basically working through the understanding that When you have an HOA that has a super low fee, most likely they're not setting aside money in reserves. In fact, most likely they're probably not running the business portion of the HOA well. They're not building up a cushion in case things happen and they need to fix it. Now, generally the higher HOAs are at resorts that have healthy businesses, and they're collecting, instead of setting aside every month when you pay your HOA dues, they are collecting reserves. Now, those reserves will go to take care of, most likely, items that need to be fixed and are repaired on site. Now, would you rather pay $50 or $100 a month towards the reserves in your HOA payment, maybe even $150 a month? Or would you rather get hit with a $15,000 special assessment? In my opinion, it's smarter to pay it incrementally. It's not such a big blow. It's already accounted for, and they're setting money aside in the reserves so that they don't have to issue you a special assessment. With a lower HOA fee, they're going to issue you special assessments anytime something breaks or needs to be fixed. Is it better to have a low HOA fee and get hit with multiple assessments throughout the year or a few years in a row that eat through your profits, or just to go ahead and invest in a place that has a higher HOA fee that is putting aside money in reserves to take care of those things so that you don't have to have special assessments over and over and over again each and every year? So, in my opinion, it is more risk. In my opinion, it is more risk to purchase a lower tier oceanfront condo at a lower tier resort with lower HOA fees. It is because there's a lot more competition in the lower end of the market. Those smaller units, there's a huge supply of them. They don't appreciate as well, so there's nothing to really carry you through on the back. If you have a lean year or you get a bunch of special assessments or something hits you, there's nothing really to carry you through if you don't make a lot of profits on the smaller oceanfront condos, as opposed to the larger oceanfront condos that appreciate much better, and they can carry you through some of those lean years. Over the lifetime of the investment, you are still okay if you have a few years where you only make $5,000 profit, $10,000 profit, whatever, on those larger oceanfront condos, $15,000 profit on those leaner years, because they appreciate so well on the back end. It carries you through. You don't have that cushion with a smaller oceanfront condo. I ran numbers, I think it was over at the Dunes Village, on a guy, he was selling his condo. If he would have sold it as asking price, we're looking at $54,000 in appreciation while he owned that condo a year. That's substantial appreciation. As where the smaller oceanfront condos don't appreciate nearly as well, you'd be lucky to get $100,000, or you'd be doing well at $100,000 appreciation for owning it 7, 8, 9, 10 years versus owning a larger oceanfront condo for 10 years and you're getting $300,000 in appreciation. So there's a lot more cushion in the appreciation aspect of it that's going to carry you overall. If you look at everything, the annual profits, and appreciation combined, if you look at both, there's a lot more cushion in those larger oceanfront condos. So, thinking through risk, people at low tier resorts that are afraid of high HOA fees, and they think they justify it in their mind going, I'm taking less risk by buying something that's cheaper because it's less money out of pocket that I have to spend. Technically, they're positioning themselves to have the highest amount of competition, to have the lowest amount of hedge and appreciation, and to get hit with lots of special assessments. Because their HOA is not setting money aside in the reserve account. Now, you tell me what sense that makes, buying a low-tier oceanfront condo with a low HOA fee, all because you're afraid to take on more risk. You're technically taking on more risk. All right, so if you have a 401k and you have retirement funds, but not enough to live off of, which many Americans are in that boat, because a 401k was never designed for you to retire off of. It was an account for executives to be able to stash away some extra cash, and it got turned into a quote-unquote retirement account. But there's generally, unless you have a ridiculous amount of money in that 401k, it's not going to be enough money for you to retire on. This is where Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos, real estate investing, comes into play, because you've got money in your account that you can be putting in hard assets that generate great annual profits, that appreciate, and that give you tax write-offs. And that's going to happen a lot faster than what you can do in the stock market. Now, or even with bonds, or even with long-term rentals. Myrtle Beach Oceanfront Condos are one of the best investments in the market. Now, 401k non-recourse loans. A non-recourse loan against a 401k is used when purchasing real estate within the 401k itself, typically through a self-directed solo 401k plan. In this setup, the 401k account, not the individual, purchases the property, not the individual, not the person, but the 401k purchases the property. And a non-recourse loan is used because IRS rules prohibit personal guarantees on 401k owned investments. Now, a non-recourse loan means the lender can only seize the property if there's a default. They cannot go after the investor's personal assets or the rest of the 401k funds. Now, this allows investors to leverage their retirement funds to buy real estate while keeping the investment compliant with IRS rules. However, only the 401k benefits from the investment returns. The annual profits you're making, you can't touch. It's got to go back into the 401k. It can't go into your personal account. And strict rules around prohibited transactions must be followed to avoid penalties. Guys, I just helped a client purchase an oceanfront condo at Dunes Village, a place that is infamous for gross rental income in our market, with a 401k non-recourse loan. It's a very smart move, guys, and you should get started now building that nest egg up. Absolutely. If you do not have enough money to retire on because you're planning on living longer, because your lifestyle demands it, then you need to get in contact with me so that I can get you in contact, and you have a 401k, of course, so that I can get you in contact with a qualified person that can do a 401k non-recourse loan for you. My cell phone's 843-360-1737. Give me a call and let me help you out. Those retirement years could be a whole lot better, and you could be living in a lot more comfort if you had that extra $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in profit coming in passively from an asset like an oceanfront condo. Now, guys, lots of people are concerned about HOAs. HOAs protect the appreciation aspect of your investment. You know, ultimately, the HOA consists of people that own at that particular resort, and they don't want to pay any of those high HOA fees or any more fees than they have to pay. However, they have enough sense to know that if they don't maintain the property and take care of it well, that the property is going to lose value, and the tourists are not going to continue to rent that property any longer. If that happens, the money that you're counting on in appreciation at the end of the investment when you go to sell it is gone. And that's what you don't want. The appreciation is an excellent builder of wealth. Additionally, it serves as a hedge in case you don't do as well renting your property out. Now, of course, I don't want that for you. I don't expect that for you. If you follow the channel, then you're learning all the things to do. If we've had a few conversations, I'm telling you what to do. So HOAs protect the investment. They protect that appreciation aspect of your property. And when you go to resell it, you're going to be really happy that you had an HOA. Now, investors often are concerned about higher HOA fees. Well, most of the time, the best resorts have the highest HOA fees. They have higher HOA fees. You do not let the HOA fee determine where you invest your money. You let the upside, you let the gross rental income, you follow the money, you follow the cash. It's horrible to allow fear of not having enough and you're not going to be able to make the payment, you're afraid the HOA is too high, to be the determinant as to where you invest. You know, not everybody is successful at investing. A lot of people think that way. Fear is what's driving their decision. Fear is not a smart investment strategy. I wouldn't let it be in the driver's seat if I was you. And you can't. You got to look at the units that are top performing, and you've got to go to those resorts. You got to check out the inventory and the products that are currently on the market, and you've got to invest where you've got upside and potential, where you can make money, because the whole point of this is to make money. You don't invest in a place with a low HOA fee at a low tier resort that doesn't have a really strong brand name. A lot of people don't know about it, and hardly anyone wants to rent there. In my opinion, it's just not a smart strategy. Why would you cap yourself at a place, let's say that has units, they're making $30,000 a year gross income, when you could be at a place that's making $90,000 or $100,000 a year, and you're putting $30,000 a year in profit in your pocket, all because you weren't intimidated by an HOA fee. And by the way, the tourists that rent the condo pay the fees. And if you're doing it well, and you've watched the interview with Matt Freeze, at least one of them, he plainly said that he owns, at the time I interviewed him, he owned 11 oceanfront condos. Guys, he plainly says June, July, and August, he makes enough money on his condos to pay all the bills for the whole year. So what are you worried about? What are you afraid about? Don't let that HOA fee intimidate you and stop you. Invest where you can make money and build wealth. It requires risk to build wealth. That's how it works. Let's talk about doing a cash out refi. Guys, the real estate strategy using a cash out refinance involves pulling equity from your first investment property after it has appreciated in value or you've paid down the mortgage, and using those funds as a down payment for your next property. Now here's how it works. You buy your first property, you improve it or hold it over time, and once it gains enough equity, you refinance it for more than you currently owe. You take the difference in cash, tax deferred, and use it to buy your second property. You repeat the process, improve, refinance, reinvest, and you create a snowball effect of portfolio growth without needing to come up with new capital for each deal. Now this method lets investors scale rapidly, but it requires good credit. Strategic property selection, that's where I come in, and you gotta get the property selection right, because if not, you're shooting yourself in the foot, you're stifling that snowball effect. If you don't get this one right and it doesn't have solid financials, you might not get approval for the next condo or the cash out refi. Or anyways, the point is you want to make sure you get the right property. Now, strong cash flow is going to be important, and discipline to avoid over leveraging. You do not want to over leverage. So guys, it's very simple and very easy. Lots of people buy oceanfront condos using a cash out refi, either on their primary residence. They'll pull, a few $100,000 out of their home. Of course, their mortgage goes up a little bit, $1,100, $1,200, depending upon how much money they pull out. And they purchase an oceanfront condo, or they do a cash out refi on the oceanfront condo that they bought their first one. It's that simple and that easy. It does create a snowball effect. Once you buy a property and improve it, and it appreciates, and you've paid down that mortgage, of course you're going to pull that cash out and buy another oceanfront condo. Well, you wait 3 or 4 more years, now you've got 2 oceanfront condos that you can employ this same strategy with. You do it to both of them, now you bought 2 more and you have 4 oceanfront condos. Well, yes, you can do it again. 4 more years goes by, you improve properties, you pay out all those profits you're making on the oceanfront condo rentals into the mortgage, and guess what you do? You buy 4 now. Now you got 8 oceanfront condos. So it creates a snowball effect, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, that nest egg, allowing you to really build some substantial wealth over time. It's a very viable strategy. If you're interested in learning more about it, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. And now, it is the moment you have been waiting for, and one of the most exciting parts of the video. Let's break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase, so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. And then I'll give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. So let's work through a cash scenario purchase right here at the North Beach Towers for a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom ocean view condo. Now, our gross rental estimate here was $150,000. I believe it's completely doable. I have another client over at Ocean Reef with a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. She pulled in $140,000 her first year renting it out. Now, Airbnb platform fee for using their platform was $4,500. You take that away from the gross rental income estimate of $150,000. That leaves you with $145,500. Now your property taxes based on 2024 were $14,917.80. Your excise tax was $835. Your local hospitality and accommodations tax was $4,500. Now let's just backtrack. Your excise tax, that is going to be a $145 base fee for your first $2,000 in gross rental income. That's for your City of Myrtle Beach business license to own and operate a short-term vacation rental property. And then it's $6 for every $1,000 that you generate in income after that. Your local hospitality and accommodations tax, it's 1.5% to the City of Myrtle Beach, 1.5% to Horry County, for a total of 3%. I've combined that there, 3% of the gross rental income. Now your electricity, which is not included in your HOA fee, I've got you at $150 a month for 12 months, $1,800. And your pest control, I've got you at $50 a month for 12 months, $600. Your annualized HOA dues were $24,780 for an operating expense subtotal of $47,432.60. If you take that $47,000 away from that $145,500 subtotal up top, yes, you are left with a projected profitability of $98,067.20. Now, your cleaning costs are going to pass through to your guests. You most likely will be able to make a profit off your cleaning cost. A lot of people will simply, charge a cleaning fee of, let's just say $200 to their cleaner. They'll pay. They'll charge their guests $250. They'll pocket that extra $50 per cleaning. Perhaps you can get more. But I have calculated, an estimate at 30 cleanings of $7,500 for cleaning cost expense. Now, this estimate does not include any personal property taxes that you might have to pay for through South Carolina state tax for your personal furnishings. It's marginal. Your HO6 insurance is included in the HOA fee. I would caution you to make sure that the HO6 insurance does cover lost gross rental income in case they have to shut your floor down for any kind of construction. You can still collect your income just by filing your HO6 insurance. Your internet is going to be included in your HOA fee. And this unit, according to the listing agent, did pull in $110,000 just last year. All right, so let's work through a financing scenario purchase right here at the North Beach Towers for a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom. That purchase price was $1.38 million. Your down payment of 25% for an investment property was $345,000. Your gross rental income estimate was $150,000. Your Airbnb platform fee for using their platform was $4,500. If you take that $4,500 from the $150,000, you are left with a subtotal of $145,500. Now, your principal and interest was $93,300. That does assume a 30-year fixed rate loan at an 8.25% interest rate. Your property taxes were $14,917.80 for 2024. Your excise tax was $835. Your local hospitality and accommodations tax was $4,500. Your electricity $1,800. Your pest control $600. And then finally, your annualized HOA dues were $24,780. Bringing you to an operating expense subtotal of $140,732.80. If you take that $140,732.80 from the $145,500, you are left with a projected profitability of $4,767.20. Now, I know the cash-on-cash return, the annual profits are not high on this deal, but, and this is a huge but, the appreciation on these units is absolutely stunning and amazing. We're talking about appreciation to the tune of $52,000 a year if you buy low and sell high, based on a 10-year historical performance from 2014 to 2024. Guys, it's well worth it to buy a property that's making only $5,000 a year if you can make $52,000 a year in appreciation. Let's run through your depreciation right here for a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom. Your purchase price was $1.38 million. Over 27.5 years, the IRS allows you to depreciate these properties by over 27.5 years for economic obsolescence. That's where newer stuff gets built and the older stuff isn't worth as much. And then depreciation, which is simply wear and tear. Guys, that taxable income deduction is $50,181.82. For you high-income earners, it's an excellent tax write-off. If you want to further increase what you can write off, you want to look into doing a cost segregation study. That's where you accelerate depreciation in some of the early years on the investment. It is an advanced tax strategy, but it does work. I had a client this past year who purchased a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. She spent almost $600,000. She did a cost segregation study and received a tax refund of as much as $34,000. So it is very advantageous for high income earners. Now, if you're interested in a CPA that can perform a cost segregation study, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. Now, you're probably wanting to know, what are the top 5 oceanfront condo resorts in Myrtle Beach, or in the market period? Well, in the market period, I found one at Sea Marsh last year. The place only has one pool. It's not like a super nice place, but the guy had the right design elements on the unit. He made $90,000 in gross rental income on his unit. In my estimation, he cleared $24,000 profit. He's just got a well-designed unit, you know, and the place is standard. It doesn't have major amenities, doesn't have crazy draws. It's got an $847 a month HOA, a low HOA, but guess what? He crushed it because of the design element on the unit. It's that simple and that easy, guys. Nothing special, nothing hidden. Sea Marsh, it's up there. Ocean Reef, Avon, she's up there. 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Caribbean, 1-bedroom, made $72,000 in gross rental income. Let me see here. Dunes Village, by far, absolutely. The majority of their units consistently outperform the rest of the market. Their ocean view units perform better than probably most oceanfront units elsewhere because they have an indoor water park and you can rent the unit out 12 months out of the year due to that indoor water park. It is a sustainable competitive advantage. Dunes Village continues to be one of the top performers in the market. I found a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom that made $103,000 over there. Definitely killing it. I found a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It's under contract now. Made $124,000. I mean, like, Dunes Village, definitely. Finally, I'd say Oceans One, a resort. I found a unit over there, a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom that made $109,000. Yes, Oceans One over in the south end of the beach. I know a lot of investors are skeptical about it, but guys, people are making money there to the tune of $109,000. We're talking, you know, $29,000 profit. So that's my top 5. If you want to know more, get in contact with me, have a conversation with me, call me, guys. I really enjoy hearing from you guys. It's 843-360-1737. Send me a text message, shoot me an email, jump on a live Zoom call with me, ask me your questions, and let's get you somewhere into this investing game that you really want to be in, building wealth and securing a great future for you and your family. I get calls, emails, and texts all the time from investors just like you looking to make an investment in Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos in our market. If that's you and you need a savvy investor to run financial analysis, to generate profit and loss statements, that has the research and has, you know, hard factual data that backs up how these condos have rented. If you need proof, I can get it for you. No matter where you are in the journey though, don't be a stranger. We've got lots of stories. Lots of investors call off of YouTube, email, text me. I work with all kinds of people from all over the world, guys. I want their story to be your story. So pick up the phone, give me a call, get over your fear, stop being afraid. The season's almost over. You can't waste any more time. Stop watching videos and pick up the phone and take action, because it can be a life-changing decision to make contact with me and open a new chapter of your life. 843-360-1737.